an eyesore. It's all in how you look at it. To a parkour runner, the old square buildings are beautiful, full of planes and walls to run up and bounce off, railings and ledges to walk and jump from, neighbors who don't call the police at the merest noise. The last route. I dropped from the second story to the first, grabbing a bar, swinging, letting go in a controlled fall. "Hey!" A voice yelled at me, and I slammed through the air. I hit, rolled, let the energy of impact bleed nicely through my shoulders and bottom. I ended up on my feet and took 3 steps and stopped. Not a guard, a teenager watching me, a morning cigarette perched on his lip. "How do you do that, man?" "Practice," I said. "Long, boring hours of practice." "Like a spider," he said, smiling. "My mom and I been watching. She wanted to call the old Bill. I said no." "Thank you. I really didn't need the police in my life. Time to find a new place to practice." I waved at my benefactor and decided to cool down with a long, straightforward run. 20 minutes in a long looping circle, a normal jogger out for his paces, and I jumped back into the car to drive home. Most Americans living in London don't have cars. You don't need them. I have one for security. I headed up to our apartment off Charlotte Street, not far from the British Museum. I slipped inside, trying to be quiet, hoping that Lucy was still asleep. She was up, drinking juice at the small kitchen table, frowning at an open laptop. She glanced at me. "Good morning, monkey," she said, putting her gaze back to the laptop. "Out making mischief?" I'd forgotten to take off the hand coverings I wore to protect my palms on the parkour runs. I could hear the disappointment in her voice. "Hi." "You didn't fall off a building," she said, like it was a good thing. "No, Lucy." I poured a glass of juice. "What a relief. When you miss grabbing the edge of a wall and plummet to an untimely end, I can tell the bundle you died getting your morning fix of crazy. The walls aren't high. I don't take stupid chances." Defensive. "When I'm expecting Sam, any chance is a stupid one." "Sorry. Mostly it was a normal jog." I took off the palm protectors, stuffed them in my pocket. I went to the fridge and found a cold bottle of water. I took refuge in it, drinking slowly and steadily. Shower, coffee, then a long day at the office. The adrenaline rush was gone for the day. "Sam?" "Yeah?" "I love you. I want you to know that." "I know that. I love you too." I turned from the refrigerator, looked at her. She was still studying her laptop, her hand perched on the soft fullness of her belly. The baby was 7 months along, and I suppose, with the eminence of parenthood, Lucy and I were both more serious these days. Well, she was. I hadn't yet been able to give up parkour runs, interspersed with my regular miles. "I wonder if you might find a less dangerous hobby." "My job is more dangerous than my hobby." "Don't joke," she said. Now she looked at me. In her morning rumple, she was beautiful to me. Brown hair with auburn highlights, serious brown eyes, a heart-shaped face with a full red mouth. I loved her eyes the most. "I know you can do your job better than anyone. I'm scared you'll take a stupid fall doing these runs. I don't need you with a broken neck with a baby about to be born." "Okay, I'll learn golf." She made a face that told me she didn't take my promise seriously, but she said, "Thank you. Remember tonight we have dinner with the Carstairs and the Johnsons." I smiled. They were her friends, not mine. And they were all nice people, and I knew our regular dinners out in London would become much rarer once the baby arrived. And maybe they knew a golf instructor. "Okay, I'll be home by 5 then. We're meeting them at 6 at the Tapas Bar in Shoreditch. Do you have a big morning?" "A PowerPoint-heavy one," I said. "Briefings all day with Brandon in the suits from back home." I looked at her, standing to stretch, her eyes on the swell of her belly. "But I could cancel. Go to the doctor's with you." "No." "Save me from the PowerPoint. Let me go with you in the bundle." We kept skirting the discussion of names, so I'd given our imminent child a pseudonym. The bundle. She patted the top of her swell. "Actually, I may have to meet you at the restaurant. I might have to go drink a quick pint."